Hi students, second MSc, fourth semester. So this paper is properties and characterization of materials. So in this session we will discuss electron spin resonance spectroscopy. So electron spin resonance spectroscopy is also called as electron paramagnetic resonance spectroscopy. So this electron paramagnetic resonance, the spectroscopy is a technique confined to the study of species having one or more unpaired electrons. So among the large number of systems having one or more unpaired electrons, that is a paramagnetic system, the most important ones are free radical transition metal ions and ions and molecules having odd number of electrons. So what is the principle behind ESR spectroscopy? Principle. So principle means an electron spin on its own axis and its spin quantum number, electron spin quantum number S is equal to number S is equal to 1 by 2. So the spin motion of electron, this electron spin motion so gives rise to angular momentum, that is S bar. Then S bar is equal to S bar is equal to root S into S plus 1 into H by 2 pi, where S is equal to 1 by 2. So this implies root over 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1 into H by 2 pi. So this implies root 3 by 2 into H by 2 pi. So this spin angular momentum vector can take only those orientations in the presence of an external magnetic field. So in which its components along the direction of external magnetic field are like half integers, you can draw then applied magnetic field, the two orientations of spin angular momentum vector and magnetic field. So that is this is Z axis, then the orientation of spin is like root 3 by 2 value, root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2 into h by 2 pi orientation, which is angle theta with the z axis, and again which is root 3 by 2 into h by 2 pi. So this is plus 1 by 2 into h by 2 pi and minus 1 by 2 into h by 2 pi. So here the z component of spin angular momentum vector is h by 2 pi, where ms has the value of either plus 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 2. The orientation angle is theta. Then the relation is in terms of z axis is root s into s plus 1 into h by 2 pi. So this direction value is into cos theta. This is angle cos theta orientation. So this is equal to ms into h by 2 pi. So this is simply can write root s into s plus 1 cos theta is equal to ms. So the spinning of the electron on its own axis generates this spinning of electron generates a magnetic field, and hence the spinning electron behaves a bar magnet. Then magnetic moment mu is equal to minus g into e by 2m into root s into s plus 1 into h by 2 pi. So that can be written as minus g into eh by 4 pi m into root s into s plus 1, where eh by 4 pi m is called as Bohr magneton, which is called as Bohr magneton. The value of z for this electron is 2.0023. So then mu b is equal to eh by 4 pi m. So the negative sign in this equation indicates the spin angular momentum vector, minus indicates the spin angular momentum vector which is associated magnetic moment vector orientation in the opposite direction. When a spinning of electron is placed in a magnetic field like this, this is the spinning of angular momentum. So the magnetic field is Bz. This is the spin angular momentum. So then the spin electron is placed in a magnetic field. The energy of this interaction between magnetic moment vector associated with spinning of electron can be written as energy of this momentum. E is equal to minus mu z into bz. So in case of this is the mu z into bz, so that is mu cos theta into, in this direction, mu cos theta into dz. So we know the value of mu, that is the Bohr magneton. Then finally these values are substitute bz and mu e value. Then E is equal to z into mu b into bz into ms. So since ms magnetic moment, spin magnetic moment values either plus 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 2. So then the energy about plus 1 by 2 can write, and energy in terms of plus 1 by 2 and energy in minus 1 by 2 you can write. So that is E, energy about plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by plus 1 by 2 G mu b bz, and in terms of minus 1 by 2, that is minus 1 by 2 E minus 1 by 2 energy G mu b bz. So here ms is minus 1 by 2, corresponds to the lower energy state. ms is plus 1 by 2 corresponding to the higher energy state. Okay, so then this is the magnetic field. So this is magnetic field Bz, this is energy E, then plus E energy and minus E energy. This value is 1 by 2 G mu b bz and minus 1 by 2 G mu b bz. So here no field. The difference in energy between two spin states of an electron in the presence of magnetic field delta E is equal to E plus 1 by 2 minus E minus 1 by 2. That value is if we substitute these two values, then we will get G mu n into bz. So here energy equal to h nu is equal to G into mu n into bz. So therefore the frequency, resonance frequency nu is equal to Z mu n bz by h. So the frequency nu falls on the microwave region of electromagnetic spectrum. Hence the microwave source and the techniques have to be applied to record the ESR spectra. So next so instrumentations of ESR spectra, black diagram of simple balanced bridge, block diagram of ESR spectroscopy. ESR spectroscopy. So the basic components of X-band ESR spectroscopy are one is electromagnetic capable of supplying homogeneous magnetic field. This is a klystron. So this is dummy load. So this is crystal detector. So this prem fluoride, and a phase sensitive detector. This is phase sensitive detector, and which is recorder. This is a recorder. Okay, this is an applied magnetic field. So this is modulator. So this is the simple block diagram of ESR spectrometer. So in this, an electromagnetic capable of supplying homogeneous magnetic field. This is a homogeneous magnetic field, NS, and a suitable sample cavity. This is a suitable sample cavity, and the arrangement of radiation energy into sample cavity, and a suitable oscilloscope, or this is the oscilloscope or recorder. So this is the simple block diagram of balanced bridge ESR spectrometer. The usual source of microwave radiation is a klystron oscillator, which produces, this klystron oscillator produces monochromatic radiation of required frequency. So the radiation from the source is transmitted to the sample cavity through microwave impedance bridge. This is the microwave impedance bridge. The rectangular microwave cavity which contains a sample. This contains a sample. The sample is kept in between the pole pieces of electromagnet. So this is sample cavity. This is placed in between electromagnets. A dummy load this is the dummy load which is kept in the third arm, and semiconducting crystal, this is the semiconducting crystal in the fourth arm of the microwave bridge. This is the microwave bridge which has 4 arms. One arm is at one arm the klystron is, and another arm is dummy load, third arm, so which is a sample cavity which is placed between two magnetic poles, electromagnet. So fourth arm, at the fourth arm a crystal detect is placed. The magnetic field is swept over a small range across the resonance condition by varying the current in a pair of coils mounted on the cavity walls. Then when the bridge is in a balanced position, microwave power follows only in 2 arms. The 1 and 2 cavity arms, arm 1 and arm 2. This is arm 1, this is arm 2, this is arm 3, this is arm 4. So bridge is in balanced. The microwave power flows only in 2 arms. The one to the cavity and other to be dummy load. Cavity and dummy load. That means 2 and 3. There will not be any power in the fourth arm. Power in the fourth arm will be there only when the bridge is not balanced. Thus, if the balance exists initially, no signal appears at the detector, and when sample absorbs, there is no balance at fourth one. The balancing of bridge is lost and power appears in the fourth arm, resulting in ESR signals. So hence the spectrum is usually recorded in the first derivative from the which enables us to fix up that certain frequency position and estimate the intensity more precisely. So another advantage to derivative from the it gives a well defined line width. So then we can observe the ESR spectrum of hydrogen atom. So applied field already drawn. Hyperfine structure of hydrogen atom. So this is applied field and energy. Applied field, this is energy E, this is no field. So then spin magnetic moment M is equal to plus 1 by 2. This is Ms is equal to minus 1 by 2. Then the transition between plus 1 by 2 to minus 1 by 2, then the energy change delta E is equal to Z into mu B into Bz. This is equal to H nu, where nu be the resonance frequency. So here E plus 1 by 2 and E minus 1 by 2 values, those are plus 1 by 2 into G into mu B Bz and minus 1 by 2 into G into mu B Bz. So in this hyperfine structure for hydrogen atom, which consists of an unpaired electron, that is S equal to 1 by 2, and magnetic nucleus I is equal to 1 by 2. So then the ESR spectrum of hydrogen atom in a solid matrix consists of how many peaks here? 2. The 2 peaks of equal intensity. So for each value of electron spin angular momentum quantum number for hydrogen atom is m I can have 2 values. Mi have 2 values, plus 1 by 2, those are plus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. So these plus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 giving rise to 4 different energy levels. Those are E, energy levels are E minus 1 by 2 comma plus 1 by 2, or E minus 1 by 2 comma minus 1 by 2 level, or E plus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2, or E plus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2 levels. So we can draw these 4 levels. This is electric field, sorry, energy, and this magnetic field. First spin magnetic moment has 2 energy levels. Again this Mi is divided into 2 levels like this, and these are 2 energy levels. So then Mi is equal to plus 1 by 2. This is minus 1 by 2. Again this is minus 1 by 2. This is plus 1 by 2. The transitions are so like this: minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, and plus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2 transitions. So here the selection rules for ESR. The selection rules are delta ms, we can observe plus 1 by 2 ms and minus 1 by 2 ms. The selection rules are delta ms is equal to plus or minus 1 and delta mi is equal to 0. So these to be the 2 selection levels, the 2 SR signals for hydrogen atom corresponding to the transitions. So that is E minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 to E plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, and E minus 1 by 2 plus minus 1 by 2 to E minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Okay, those are the selection rules. Then the energy spectrum between these 2 SR levels, delta E is equal to delta E1 minus delta E2. Finally we will get value is 0. So this is ESR spectrum of hydrogen atom. So this is the ESR spectrum of hydrogen atom, and arrangement of ESR atom we discussed, and the definition also discussed. The sample okay, so that is electron spin resonance spectroscopy. Okay, thank you students.